Hello friends, welcome to the sixth part of resistors presentation series. This part explains the various in-circuit combinations of resistors. The topics for discussion in part 6 are resistors in series circuit as voltage divider, resistors in parallel circuit as current divider, simplification of complex resistive circuit using series parallel combination, reduction of resistor network, simplification of complex resistive circuits using Y-delta transformation, energy and power concept in DC resistor circuits, important formula triangles for resistors, formula pie chart for resistors, resistors in DC and AC circuits.
Resistors are one of the major components in an electronic circuit which can control the current flow. They can be connected in series or in parallel combinations in a circuit. First we will discuss the series combination and then the parallel combination. In a series circuit, the components are connected in successive order or end to end so that there is only single path for current. The current is the same in all the resistors, but the potential difference will divide among the resistors. The sum of the potential differences across the resistors is equal to the total potential difference across the combination. To measure the voltage across a component in a circuit, the voltmeter must be placed in parallel with the component. As the same current flows from one component to another, ammeters can be placed anywhere in a series circuit to measure the current. The equivalent resistance in a series circuit is the sum of the circuit resistances. So we can summarize the important points for the resistor series circuits. In series, the current is the same through all resistors. The voltage is the sum of the voltages of individual resistors. The equivalent resistance is the algebraic sum of individual resistances. The total power is the sum of the power dissipated in each part of the circuit. In a series circuit, if one device creates an open circuit, all devices become inoperative with no current for the entire circuit. That means a local change in one part of a circuit may result in a global change throughout the circuit. The voltage divider is an important application of series circuits. Voltage divider is the arrangement consisting of a series strings of resistors connected to a voltage source. It can divide up the voltage within a circuit to provide the parts of the circuit with the voltage they require. A parallel circuit has more than one current path connected to a common voltage source. All the components are connected across the same voltage source or to the same two endpoints. We can summarize the important points for the resistor parallel circuits. In parallel, the voltage across each component is the same. The total current is the sum of the currents of individual components. The equivalent parallel resistance is the reciprocal of the sum of the reciprocals of all the resistances. Total power is equal to the sum of the individual powers in each branch. In a parallel circuit, the current through any branch depends on its resistance. The lower resistance will have higher currents. So the total current flowing around the circuit is the sum of all the currents in the separate branches. Normally, Components which need the same voltage are connected in parallel. In parallel connection, each device operates independently of the others. An open in a branch results in zero current for that branch only. Other branches are not affected. A parallel circuit acts as a current divider. The current through any branch equals the resistance of opposite branch divided by the sum of the resistances and then multiplied by the total current into the junction of parallel branches. Using this current dividing rule, individual branch currents can be found without knowing the applied voltage. Complicated resistor networks can be simplified by different methods by reducing the complexity of the circuit. The two main approaches for the simplification are using series parallel combination and by Y delta transformation. In simplification using series parallel combination, we isolate the circuit segment that are in series or in parallel, then simplify them to their equivalent resistances. Y delta transformation is used to reduce common resistor connections that are neither series nor parallel. Here we will replace the three resistors in delta configuration by the three resistors in Y configuration, or the opposite way to make the combinations to series or parallel. To simplify the complex resistor circuits with the different series parallel combinations, first we need to remove the EMF source and redraw the circuit as a group of resistors. Then identify the components in series and calculate their equivalent resistance. Similarly, identify the components in parallel and calculate their equivalent resistance. We need to repeat this procedure until the resistors in the circuit are reduced to a single equivalent resistance. Now, redraw the circuit with the single equivalent resistor and EMF source. Determine the total current using Ohm's law. After this, we have to work backwards. Rebuild the circuit in steps. Calculate the current and the potential difference for the equivalent resistance of each group until the current in and the potential difference across each resistor element is known. The reduction steps explained in the previous slide are illustrated here with an example circuit. For the resistor networks in which the resistors are connected neither in series nor in parallel, we have to convert the circuit to series or parallel form to simplify the solution. For this purpose, we will perform the delta to Y or Y to delta transformation. Then the circuit can be solved using the series and parallel resistance rules. The first circuit has one delta with resistors R1, R2 and R3. This delta is transformed to Y as shown with the second figure. Now the circuit became series parallel combination and can be solved easily. The equations to convert Y to delta and delta to Y are given here. The concepts of energy and power are explained here with the necessary equations. The relationships of the voltage, current and resistance parameters with these concepts are also indicated here.
The important formula triangles of resistors are charge triangle, Ohm's law triangle, power triangle, and energy triangle.
This slide gives the summary of the major equations related with the resistors.
DC and AC circuits with only resistance contain some parasitic capacitance and parasitic inductance along with the resistance. But as the resistance is much greater than the stray capacitance or the stray inductance, these can be ignored. When using pure resistors in DC and AC circuits, the same principles of Ohm's law, circuit rules for voltage, current and power will apply. When working with AC alternating voltages and currents, the only difference is use only the RMS values of voltages and currents to avoid confusion. When used in DC and AC circuits, a resistor will always have the same resistance value independent of the supply frequency. The relationship between voltage, current and resistance is the same. In AC circuits, at any point, the instantaneous voltage and current are in phase and their phase angle is 0. In purely resistive series AC circuits, all the voltage drops across the resistors can be added together to find the total circuit voltage. Likewise, in purely resistive parallel AC circuits, all the individual branch currents can be added together to find the total circuit current. For resistors in AC circuits, the power factor of the circuit is 1. The power in the circuit at any instant of time can be found by multiplying the voltage and current at that instant. The power waveform is a series of positive pulses. The power dissipated in a purely resistive load fed from an AC RMS supply is the same as that for a resistor connected to a DC supply.